Every single morning, you make a choice. Maybe it's the moment you decide whether to hit the snooze button or to get right up. Maybe it's choosing between coffee or tea. These decisions feel so small, don't they? Almost like they don't matter in the grand scheme of things. But I am here to tell you that these tiny little choices are the building blocks of your entire life. They are the threads that weave the beautiful tapestry of who you are. Each one, no matter how insignificant it seems, adds up over time, shaping your health, shaping your happiness, shaping your success. Think about it for a moment. The choice to call a friend instead of scrolling through your phone. The choice to drink a glass of water before your coffee. The choice to take the stairs instead of the elevator. Each one is a single step on a long journey. On its own, one step is just one step. But when you string them together, day after day, you suddenly find yourself miles away from where you started. Our minds have these hidden rules, this secret autopilot, that guides these small decisions. Understanding this autopilot is the first step to taking the controls and steering your life in the direction you truly want to go. This autopilot exists for a good reason. So, what are these secret rules that our brains follow? Scientists call them cognitive biases. Now, that might sound like a complicated term, but it's really quite simple. A bias is just a habit of thinking, a mental shortcut that your brain uses to make quick judgments. It's not a flaw or a weakness. It is a tool. Sometimes that tool is perfect for the job, helping you make a fast, correct decision. Other times, however, that same tool can lead to an error, steering you away from what you truly want. The key is to recognize these shortcuts for what they are, so you can see how they influence you. One of the most common shortcuts is something called the default bias. If a subscription service automatically renews, we are more likely to keep paying for it. On your phone, you are more likely to open the apps that are on your home screen. It's not laziness, it's the path of least resistance. The default option requires no extra effort, so your autopilot steers you toward it every time. Another powerful shortcut is the loss aversion bias. We feel the sting of a loss much more intensely than the pleasure of an equivalent gain. This fear of losing can make us incredibly resistant to change. We might stick with a job we don't love for the security it provides. We might avoid a new healthy recipe, worried we won't like it and will have lost the chance to eat our usual favorite meal. This bias can keep us stuck, afraid to risk a small loss for a potentially huge gain. Finally, let's talk about the present bias. This is the one we can all relate to. It's our brain's tendency to want rewards right now rather than waiting for a bigger reward later. It's the voice that says, "Eat that delicious slice of cake now," even when another part of you wants to be healthier in the long run. It's the impulse to check social media for an instant hit of connection, even when you have an important project due. The beautiful thing about understanding these biases is that you don't have to be a victim of them. You can turn them to your advantage. You can become the architect of your own choices. Let's start with the default bias. Create new, positive defaults. Want to drink more water? Fill a large water bottle in the morning. Put it right on your desk, the easiest thing to reach for. This simple act makes hydration the new default. That's hacking your autopilot for a win. For loss aversion, make the potential loss feel smaller. Frame it as a tiny experiment. Try a 10-minute walk today. That's it, just for today. Smaller test, smaller fear. For present bias, add helpful friction. Make temptations harder and better choices easier. Let's talk about the magic of a daily win. A daily win is a small, clear, and achievable success. It can be as simple as 2 stretches when you get out of bed, or listening to an inspiring podcast on your commute, or writing down one thing you're grateful for. They may seem trivial, but they send a powerful message. I did it. I am capable. I can trust myself. A tiny win releases dopamine, making your brain want to repeat it. Your brain starts to see success as a pattern. Over time, tiny wins accumulate into a positive feedback loop, an upward spiral. Change doesn't have to be a monumental struggle. Try smarter, not harder. Design your environment so the good choice is the easy choice. Pick one tiny habit, one default to change, one test to run. Try one simple action today. Start small. Start now. Each tiny win is a vote for your future self. A quiet declaration that you are in charge of your path.